All right, what up, guys? Haven't recorded one of these in a minute. We are here in Istanbul, where the east meets the west. We got here about a week ago. We're 8 hours ahead of Central Standard Time, so it was a little bit of a change for us.
2 hours ahead of Morocco.
We had a full 24 hours of travel on our way here. That we were awake, at least, rather.
24 hours awake.
24 hours awake.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
8-hour layover in Paris, which was kind of fun. It was a rainy day in Paris. But we're here. We had a full weekend this weekend.
Full week here,
100%.
actually. Yeah, I mean, most of it was work. Settled in pretty much. We had one rest day, I think, Sunday, because we arrived Saturday I don't think we got to the Airbnb until something like 3 a.m. or so, right? Like local time, which is 1 a.m. in Morocco, right? And so we rested Sunday, needed that just to try to adjust to the time and get our bodies like feeling fine, and then jumped right back into work on Monday. We start the earliest, like 7 a.m. Central Time, is 3 p.m. for me, and on the flip side, it usually started like 4 or 5 p.m., sometimes even 6. And usually I'm working till like 1 a.m., which is pretty wild, pretty crazy. But then this weekend we walked around and explored a little bit. That was pretty cool. Saw some mosques.
Yeah.
Mosques are very beautiful here. In contradiction to Morocco, you can actually go in them. The minarets are very beautiful. Like, we were in the Blue Mosque for the prayer songs. The skyline is littered with these beautiful Ottoman mosques. And like the level of history here, from Constantinople and like the Roman Empire to like the Ottomans to the new city, and being in Europe and Asia, and all of this stuff is super interesting. Like, there's this tower that was built, a long time ago as
it's an Egyptian obelisk here for some reason that's been here since 390.
390. That's crazy.
I'm still confused on why that's here.
Yeah, the Roman Empire, man, just like conquering stuff, I bet, or maybe a gift. I have no idea actually. But there's just a lot of interesting things, like the juxtaposition of like Muslim culture next to like European culture, and East meets West, like you said, is very obvious and very prevalent, and never really seen them so side by side, like living together like this. It's really cool. I mean, Istanbul is a very interesting city. I mean, you can see the Bosphorus back here, right? It's like over here. So we've got a nice sea breeze. You can see the cruise ships coming in. I think that's Asia over there that I can see. I think that's Asia over there. And then this is Europe. This is like a big park over here. So there's just a lot to do and see. It's really cool.
Yeah. What's a big thing? Oh, if you like cats, you should come here. There are
hundreds, if not thousands,
definitely throughout the city. Gotta be thousands of just stray cats that people take care of. They build little cat houses for them. They feed them. They're very nice. You can pet them and they won't, bite your face off.
They're very fluffy,
which is great.
Clean.
Yeah.
You said somebody told you about how they take the cats?
Apparently the government takes the cats and make sure that they're not like infected with anything. So if they're the kittens, they may not have been snatched yet and tested, so be careful. They get scabies and all kinds of rabies, scabies, all kinds of stuff.
But the big point is that most of the cats they're clean cats, right? Yeah. They're well taken care of. The shops feed them. They leave water out for them. They are welcome to walk-in shops and like restaurants and stuff. Like, I was saying, less people would be depressed and anxious in the United States if we just had cats roaming around everywhere. Yeah, there's even some dogs that like are roaming around that are city dogs. Like, that's so cool. This is awesome. They run the city, not us.
Yeah, and with the mosques too, I think the biggest differentiation from Morocco is like, we were kind of used to like the hourly prayer chants, and that's really what they were. They were chants, very cool, but still just like a monotone talking. Here, no, they're here in Istanbul's Got Talent. They are singing.
Istanbul's Got Talent.
They're actually singing, and it's just like a beautiful way to wake up. Though it's 4 in the morning, and sometimes I'm like, oh, that's beautiful, but It's really loud, but it's really cool for it. But I noticed that was a big difference. Still Muslim culture, but
a very different kind of Muslim culture almost.
Yeah.
Like, even the mosques are substantially different. I mean, they're way more intricate, way more beautiful. The minarets are not something we saw in Morocco as well.
They're more like sultan palaces.
Yeah.
Than like a religious place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gives me very Aladdin Sultan vibes.
Totally.
It's really cool.
Totally.
Really cool.
I think another interesting thing I found out when we were walking around that park back over here, you can see at the edge, over on the other side, was they restructured their alphabet too and developed Turkish in like the 20s, like almost the 30s. That's crazy.
Dude came in and was like, okay, I know you're speaking Arabic, but hear me out.
Yeah.
What about this new thing? All the kids are doing it.
They did. There were so many new letters, and it's a whole new language, and I can't imagine. There's probably people that are still alive that remember a time when Turkish didn't exist. I was saying to our friend, like, that sounds really difficult. If I was an old person and they were like, hey, we got a new language in this country, I'd be like, no, we don't.
Yeah. Cool. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, no way. And you still hear a little bit of Arabic, but not as much.
Definitely not as much. English is a lot more relevant than I thought.
There's a ton of tours.
Like especially where the place where we happen to be staying in. Definitely lots of English for the most part, but just like everywhere else we've been, Google Translate's fine. It's not the most convenient thing, but it's not the worst.
Yeah, and
so
I don't
you
mind
can definitely get by.
Learning a few Turkish words.
Yeah,
that's fine. It's helpful for life.
Yeah, speaking of Turkish places we went to. We went to you ever heard of the Salt Bay guy? the sprinkled salt guy. I know you've seen him. He's wearing the glasses, got the not a turtleneck, it's like a tucked in white shirt. We went to his original restaurant and balled out with some golden steaks last night. It was definitely cool, I was talking to a friend and he replied to my story. He's like, okay, like really, like how was it? And I was like, it was an okay steak.
It was an okay steak.
The presentation, 10 out of 10. They got the like dry ice, the smoke that they're like, yeah, gold. And they're chopping it up, beets, and like being all fancy, and of course doing the salt thing. And I was like, cool. Taste was okay. Tastes like just a steak.
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 taste. Yeah. Also, step up your sauces. I need more than mustard. I need more than mustard on my steak. I'm sorry. Like I don't need a lot, but I need just hot mustard, not enough. But it was really cool. What was the name of it again?
Nusret. It's over in the kind of near the Grand Bazaar. Over here in Istanbul. Grand Bazaar was really cool. Thousands of shops. Egyptian spice market. Thousands of shops. Like there was so much stuff to do over there, and we walked on that direction this past weekend. We still got to get you a fish sandwich while we're here.
Fish bread.
Yeah, fish bread.
Something ekmek.
Yeah, what was
I don't remember what the word for fish is.
Oh, Balak.
Balak ekmek.
Balak ekmek.
Balak ekmek. Fish bread.
Yep.
You guessed it. It's some fish on some bread. I think there's a piece of lettuce on there, too.
Very well known in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Yeah, very well known. And I think, we got next weekend, we're going to try to go to a couple of interesting things. I want to go to Cappadocia to see this very mysterious underground city that housed like 10 or 20,000 people, like something like 10,000 years ago or whatnot. Like, a long time ago, nonetheless.
It's for like shelter for like
natural disaster. Something. I don't know. I guess we're gonna figure it out. It seems really interesting. Yes Theory did some pretty cool stuff with it recently. And Gulbeke Tepe. Don't chastise me if I said that wrong. But the oldest. What did we say yesterday? What was the specific term that they said? The oldest like man-made structure, like year zero in history. This is the oldest
I don't know about that. I thought that's
structure.
what Saqqara was.
No, I think that's the pyramid. Man-made structure. Man-made structure.
I thought that's what Saqqara was.
I think that's the first pyramid.
Stone building, I think is what it was.
Maybe. And this is just a structure.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Again, I want to go to this place to understand it more.
Yeah.
I barely know enough to really even speak on it, but these are the reasons I show up to Turkey and show up to places not knowing a ton so I can learn a ton. Yeah. So hopefully we could do those things this weekend, still kind of in the planning stages of them, but sounds pretty cool. And some other things, some beaches maybe. Got a client coming this month, so lots of cool shit coming out.
Yeah, I think overall Turkey's cool. I think we just have to
Vibes are right.
Yeah, explore a little bit more. We are right up. We hit some nightlife a little bit. It was okay. It was like a rooftop place.
Played good music.
Played good music. That's a must for sure. Overall, that area is a little touristy. We're in the Galata, near Galata Tower, is what it's called. It's a little touristy, a little pricier than what we usually do, but we like to switch things up. In Marrakesh, we were in the not so touristy area. We're in the old city. It's still kind of touristy, but like not to live there.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's switch it up a little bit. And there wasn't that many Airbnbs that we found.
I would have loved to have been in Old Town, like in where the Egyptian market's at and the Grand Bazaar is at. I would have loved to have been over there. But
it's like everything closes early.
Everything closed really early, though, in that area. So
it's like the South Loop of Chicago.
Yeah, right.
6 o'clock?
Right. Maybe it's beneficial that we're over here and not over there. I'm not sure, but... it's still really fun area, nice and walkable. There's still hills everywhere. As you can see, it slopes downwards that way.
Lots of hills.
Yeah, definitely get your steps in here. But cool. Yeah, I mean, we'll update you on the vacations after we finish up this week, and we got to get back to work.
Bye.
See ya.